Hey, Captain Logos here, preacher at large, teaching the word and inspiring, 5 minutes at a time. Hey, I had a thought here, John 1 and 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. And of course, we know that this word is talking about Jesus. And so this sort of outlines the what. And explains how the Word came to being. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. That's in John 1 and 1. So now we move down to John 1 and 14, and we see a verse, and the Word became flesh and dwelt among us. And we beheld his glory, the glory as of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. Now we know this is talking about Jesus, Jesus coming from heaven, being born as a human. The Word became flesh. And through Jesus, we see the glory as of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. But I think there's a lot more to this verse that we don't really dig into enough. We leave it in the Jesus realm. The Word, right? The Logos. Actually, if you want, that's where my Captain Logos comes from. John 1 and 1. And actually, because that word there is actually Logos in the Greek. In the beginning was the Logos, and the Logos was with God, and the Logos was God. Right? So that word there, that Greek word is Logos. And so, in John 6 and 56, Jesus declares, "He who eats my flesh and drinks my blood abides in me, and I in him." Now he's talking about communion, right? And so the thought came that if Jesus is the Word, and the Word became flesh, and now because of the Word becoming flesh, we're seeing the glory of the only begotten, full of grace and truth. We're seeing the glory of God. I think we need to be seeing a little more of the glory of God being shown through us. Because this same Word that was in the beginning, that was God, was with God, right, abides in us, as John 6 and 56 declares. And so if that Word abides in us, and I in him, then we are the incarnate Word in us, Jesus. We become flesh. We are flesh. That Word is in us. And now the world is seeing Jesus through us and Jesus in us. Follow me here now. In the beginning was the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The Word became flesh and dwelt among us. And he who is in me, and I in him. And if I'm in him and he's in me, then the Word is in me. Then the Word has become flesh in me, this fleshly body. And now I need to be showing the glory of God, full of truth and grace, to this world. We need to show forth the same grace that Jesus showed when he was on this earth. Man, there's a lot in there that if we just leave that all about Jesus, that Word, we can lose a lot of stuff. There's a lot of meat in there. And we need to realize that we are now the flesh. The Word is in us. We are the flesh going forth with the Word of God to this lost and dying world. And boy, is it lost and is it dying. And we need to get out there and we need to spread the gospel of Jesus Christ as the Word of God in the flesh on this earth. Now, go be the Word of God and get your face in the Bible.